today. From Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports. Carolina Panthers versus Ryan Tannehill and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. The Bucs offense in the midst of a perfect season. They get their first possession here. And the focal point of the offense, as it's been all year, is this man at running back. Boy, he's been great. He had the game to end all games last week, did he not? I mean, every time we looked up, it seemed like he was in the end zone.
And let's face it, I didn't want to look up. I was enjoying what I was seeing on the field. Now, it's highly unlikely that he does it again, that type of a game. But maybe a couple of touchdowns? I think that's within reach.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The numbers for him from a week ago. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll keep it on the ground. Woodson. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%, only because they still have some tough games to come. And keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
That last run good enough to have him surpass for his career, get this folks, 12,000 rushing yards.
And how about this? You're in shouting distance now of the top 10 all-time rushers in NFL history. And in short order now, you've got Thurman Thomas, Franco Harris, Marcus Allen, and Edgerrin James right ahead of you. He can zoom past them with just a few more carries.
Now left side on the swing pass.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And he is the NFC rating offensive player of the week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers. And for him to separate again, he has to have the same type of a game. That means being explosive off the line of scrimmage and catching everything that comes his way.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. Woodson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On third down, Woodson. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Buccaneers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
On second down now, Woodson, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. A 3-yard pickup on second and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on third and a little more than a yard. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, Woodson. And some room to roam now. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 109 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Woodson. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On second down, Woodson dancing away at the 35, and he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
What's the old adage, partner? Don't judge the book by its cover, because this guy, he takes the mantra that he'll go down with a brisk gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great effort there to break a tackle and come up with a nice gain.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Woodson.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown.
Chris Godwin.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Buccaneers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
These two teams, they met in Tampa earlier in the year with the Bucs prevailing in that one. So a win here in Charlotte would give them the season sweep.
On second down now, Woodson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
151 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Tannehill on first down.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
It got his man complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. DJ Chark, 74 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. Might he be on his way to a record-setting performance here, Charles? Second quarter, and the yardage number already ridiculous.
And they always talk about just focusing on the next play. But sometimes it's okay to dream big because
I'm focusing on the fourth quarter already.
Listen, I don't blame you, though, because we could be witnessing some type of history here, and it's being done by him and, of course, the big guys up front who are creating the holes for him to run through.
Yeah, they've all been good so far. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Back to the air, Tannehill on second down. Here's Johnson with a reception. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first down, Tannehill. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Again, Tannehill. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 19. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter.
But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Wow, 185 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll keep it on the ground. Woodson. And he's got some space here. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bucs come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Well, it has been the passing game that's really been responsible for much of the scoring so far. But let's not forget about this running attack. They're pretty good, too, as evidenced right there.
And I think, Brandon, the fact that they've thrown the ball so well contributed to that touchdown because that was a defense that was really keyed up to cover those receivers. All they wanted to do was blanket them. They didn't have enough men in the box to stop the run, and you saw the end result.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He is north of 200 yards. Any time that you can say you're north of 200 yards, you've done something right.
Yeah, you're going to get some big check marks on your grade sheet, and you're going to be in heavy rotation on all the highlight shows, and you might even make a magazine cover or 2.
He's hoping for more, the cherry on top maybe, as this game goes forward. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now this incomplete, and I don't see any flags coming out. He was clearly in the pocket, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, and that brings up 4th down.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He has had a whale of a game. In the third quarter, you're already over 200 yards. I don't know what more he can do at this point.
Not a whole lot, and what he has found is that zone that we always talk about, where every carry feels great. Every carry potentially is a sprint to the end zone, and all he wants to do is ride it as long as this game goes on.
Yeah, now he's just thinking 300 yards maybe. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you talk about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll keep it on the ground. Woodson dancing away at the 30. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Woodson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners, keep moving it, keep grinding clock.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Tannehill. Touchdown! 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And the Bucs add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. On first down, Woodson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. His career rushing numbers just continue to rise with that last carry. He surpasses 12,280 yards and also surpasses Marshall Faulk.
On second down, Woodson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Woodson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers are going to be moving on to 12-0 as they extend their lead further.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
The Bucs ready to take over once again. But they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Up the middle they go. Woodson jukes by again. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll run on first down. Woodson down to the 41.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. On first down, Woodson. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.